Yo, welcome back to the Head Empty channel. Oshi no Ko Season 2 has been pretty great, man. Every week I think I keep saying it's the new best episode of the series. I don't know, actually, I've been thinking episode 6 was really good of Season 1, but a lot of these they're really good, man. The Melt one was really surprising, and this last one was pretty much all I've been wanting this whole time. There's a few things that I knew obviously would happen having read the manga. I'm being refreshed on all that every week, but I was excited for basically all of what was last week. I don't really know what's to come this week, to be honest. I don't know how this resolves. An entirely yeah, cat's doing cat things. You leaving? Just pissing me off, of course. Now, Oshi no Ko, fantastic. Last week, just a Kana episode. Their dynamic is so interesting. It was just them, both of them facing off to get this, this genius actor title, the one that Akane holds now, the one that Kana has been trying to get back. And their backstory was fantastic. We knew that they had this rivalry, this beef, but it goes really deep. All the way back to when they were kids, and that whole backstory informs both of their characters so well. I love the reveal of why her hair was short. I do think a part of that, them changing the hairstyle, could have been, you can disagree, them just wanting to make the two rival love interests in the series look a little bit more different in their design. But if it was planned from the beginning, then that is impressive, and I like it a lot. But yeah, like I said a lot last week, there's just a lot of emotional intelligence in this, in the writing of this whole show, and obviously a deep understanding of this industry. I think it's really crazy how this series creates such good drama out of just kind of telling the truth. Lies is just a big theme in this show, as we know. That was Ai's whole thing. And so just undoing all that, pulling back the veil, showing behind the lies, all of this, the system, this industry, and who it's really hurting. It's set up in this way so that we get our entertainment, but it's the people on the inside, especially these children. It's all kids in the show who have to deal with this shit. So yeah, Kana was pretty bad as a kid, but we know why. She was losing jobs, and she was getting pigeonholed is a word that I learned over the past week, because I couldn't think of it at all last week. As much as I was trying, I just couldn't think of that word. But she was getting pigeonholed into her whole bell pepper career, and the singing and stuff towards the end of it. And she was lashing out. She's a kid lashing out, and that hurt Akane and sparked Akane. I think I said this last week. She inspired Akane to begin with. Hold on. I think I said this last week as well. She inspired Akane to begin with, and this is why Kana's my favorite character in the series. Not only is she relatable, she just has ties to a lot of the other characters, and I don't know, I just like her. But yeah, she inspired Akane first just through her acting. Akane wanted to be like her, wanted to be friends with her. And then, the complete opposite of what Akane wants happens. She was totally horrible to Akane, completely just shattered her whole reality. And it's a commentary, a little bit on, meeting your idols, your heroes, that whole trope. Don't do that, because it'll just, you won't like what you find. And also on Kana's side, it's commentary on these child actors just getting used for their namesake, right? So both of these whole ideas just clashing in this moment, and creating this misunderstanding, but it's so, I don't know, it just hurts on both sides. It's really, really powerful seeing that backstory, which is what I loved the most out of last episode. Obviously, gorgeous animation. This is what I like about the format that I have going for this channel. I change my opinions all the time, and so I get kind of a week to think about what I thought about the episode, and change my thoughts. I don't know why it happens every week with this show. I say some stupid shit about the animation, even though it's totally gorgeous. And then like by the next week, I'm like, yeah, no, the animation was good. I don't know what I was on about. That's what I've been doing like this whole time. This also is like the first manga that I've read, because I haven't read many manga. Like I've read, you see this? I got new goodies, by the way. I got Land of the Lustrous here. Highly recommend. Some of it. I got the rest. Someone's borrowing the rest. And I've read a couple others, but Oshi no Ko is the first one that I've actually seen. Like, read first, and then I'm now seeing it animated. And it's really good, and I really shouldn't be asking for more from the animation. I'm just nitpicking all the time. It's, when you love something, you start to pick at it a little bit. But it doesn't mean I appreciate it any less. But yeah, that one flashback is so important because it just sent both of our characters on the trajectory that they end up going on, and it obviously, yeah, like I said, it informs where they are today. Akane wants to. I don't know, how old are they? Just goes and starts studying psychology, becomes this super genius Batman character, but also wants to be a great actress. And Kana, she had a hard time acting the way she did. All her frustrations caused her to lose jobs, and people just stopped being interested, and she just flung the entire opposite direction, and has wanted to be easy to work with, doesn't want to step on any toes, ruffle any feathers, to make sure that she can survive in this industry and keep going, and not repeat the mistakes that she's made. But she's kind of just condemning herself to being the supporting role forever, and even Akane, who respects her a lot, doesn't think she's gonna be able to ever reach her potential by doing that. And it's not the wrong decision, like that scene we get Akane and Kana's their big fight, right? And Akane is shining. She unleashed the eye star power, and she's blowing away the audience, and is enjoying herself as well and challenging Kana. They're in this like dance. They get into this rhythm of just like great acting and putting on a performance for everybody, and everybody's loving it. But Kana is just reminded, like, if I show off right now, if I give in to like my ego, and if I try to stand out, I might get hurt again. I might be repeating those same mistakes. She just backs off and lets Akane have it, recognizing how good Akane is and helping her shine brighter. But I like that it's also not the wrong choice. It's I think Gotanda said that like any director would love to have an actress like Kana, just the perfect supporting role. And I like that she's still neither of them. It gives respect to both Akane and Kana in this episode, in last episode, where Kana's still making the smart choices. She's still the genius child actor she was, but she's not making the choices that maybe she wants to make. Like it's the right choice, but it's not the choice that would make her the most happy, and it's hurting her, And Akane, despite how much focus was on getting Kana to shine, we get to see Akane shining even brighter. We get to really see how much she respects Kana and how good of a performer she is, and I really love how it gives both of these girls the respect they deserve in last episode, because they are two really great characters, and the rivalry, while it gets silly, they are both just they're great, and so it kind of backfired, Akane's plan to get this final showdown, yeah, with Kana during this big scene. She acted at her a little too hard, and made Kana back off. So it looks like it's up to Aqua this time, to the two of them, the power couple, to get Kana, to drag her, I think they said, into the spotlight. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I want to see what everybody's capable of here, what's going to happen. Anyway, I think we should just get into it. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Yo! What is it? Oh yeah, everybody was kind of fighting, weren't they? I thought... I knew it, man. He's still being a shithead. Everybody's like, yeah, he's cool now. What are you talking about? Kana. Is that what she was wearing on Sweet Today? Oh, I love this track. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, you see that in the reflection? It's not what she's really feeling. Ah, it's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, he knows. He sees right through it. Mm. Air glasses? Is that what that's called? Nah, he's just that goated. He is actually... I like when he's talking like this because he's talking normal now and I hear it. But when he's on stage, he sounds like that is a different guy. It's a different guy. It's actually kind of impressive. Obviously, like they're voice actors. Like in real life, they do different roles all the time. But they like direction wise for this show definitely had him just absolutely opposite personality and got a voice actor who could do that because it's pretty good. It's impressive. Ah. Interesting. It's an interesting take. I'm glad I don't wear glasses for that reason. I wouldn't want to wear contacts. She's popping off. That's what he said. Now here we go, because he's supposed to be the one that's gonna like elevate her, because she's gonna play off him. This is supposed to be crazy. They've been hyping it up. Who are you? I don't even remember that one. I remember this one. Maybe I kind of remember her actually. I think she had brown hair. Well, who is that character supposed to be? I thought he was like a narrator or something. Then again, I kind of haven't really been following a lot of like the plot of this play. I just know there's the two factions. Maybe we'll get to see Aqua do some more because he's been kind of chilling, right? Like we were kind of nervous about him, his performance. We haven't seen any of it yet, but he's been delivering lines all right. But most of it is just what he would normally be like from what we've heard. So I guess, yeah, the main concerning thing is when he really does have to pull from certain emotions in that scene, which makes sense, you know. But at least he's not jeopardizing the rest of the performance. It's just that main one that we're worried about, the panic attack. Ooh, calling the main character shallow? Happens a lot. Looks like this one too. Maybe this series as well. He's go. Whoa! Oh, he's got to have wires. Whoa. Contrasting framework. Oh yeah. That's a interesting. Yeah, I've never even thought about that. You can't compare them against each other because their characters are too different. And it works for Aqua, you know, he's just like that. That's interesting. I've never thought about that. The paint idea is so cool. I'll never get over it. Wait. Did he just like switch partners? That's a big ad lib, bro. What? Oh boy. Oh yeah, they do ship these characters, right? So this is probably believable. And she's blushing. Actually, yeah, she's actually into it too.
なかったから。
俺はお前に危害を加えるつもりはない。
立ち位置も私を中心に誘導して、私に視線が集まるように立ててくれてる。やりやすい。
Wow, this is cool.
お前が調整役に回る必要はない。やりたい演技やれよ、有馬かな。
Just remembering all their times together. I feel like they've shown these shots like a lot in this season. I don't know what confounding means. Sorry. Reaction ruined.
母はどうやらその昔芸能人になりたかったらしい。
Mom lore.
だから私にその夢を託した。私が売れて憧れの芸能人とおしゃべりしたり、
Oh, dude.
ホームパーティーにお呼ばれしたり。
Oh, she's just living vicariously through Kana, dude.
お母さんもニコニコ。私の人生が一番幸せだった時期。
Yeah, but what happens when you start losing work?
ママは有馬カナの人気に一番敏感。
Of Kana Arima, bro. It's like not even her. Like, obviously, it's her name, but just like not her as in her daughter, as a child, but just like as a product.
ちょっと大変だった。なりふり構わず営業をかけて出城を増やせと。
We did hear about her mom being kind of difficult, actually, the first time we meet Kana.
当たるようになって。
The trash bags.
お父さんが他の女の人を好きになっちゃったのも、そんな母に嫌気がさしたからだと思う。売れてる。
I'm sure Kana blames herself for that.
私はこの業界で生き延びなければならなかった。曲がりなりにも
Look at the tear streaks all on her face.
やってこれた言葉のおかげだ。
That's why he's the GOAT. Wait, hold on. I was reading the wrong text. Go back.
気に食わないことも全部飲み込んで、私は他人に合わせる演技を覚えた。あんたたちは楽しそうに演技するわね。
I love this OST. They played it in episode 3.
みんな喜ぶから。
She never makes herself the priority. Oh, wait. Where did we've seen that shit. It's like the exact same, bro. Sorry, I paused it. This is beautiful, but I'll talk about it later. But Aqua.
あんたはいつもそうやって。私なんか持ち上げても何にもならないわよ。
That's so great.
剣の役柄は天真爛漫な戦闘狂だ。縮こまった演技じゃ映えないだろ。
Just like with the glow stick.
周りの奴らがそれを見たいって言ってるんだ。フォローは俺がする。俺も有馬のやりたい芝居を見てみたい。
アクはあんたが悪いんだからね。
Whoa. That smoke effect looked good, dude.
バカにするな。私を誰だと思ってる。
Oh, shit. That's a sweet, like, texture. I don't even know what that is. She's kind of got the star eyes now. They're, like, different. Whoa. I love how creative they got with this season. Recognition.
私の演技。
Let's go.
私を見て。
Pop off.
カナちゃん。
お前たちは楽しそうでいい演技をするな。俺は違う。
Right, yeah.
お前たちみたいなスター性を俺は持っていない。
そうだよ。そういうカナちゃんに勝ちたかった。
She gonna outshine her now?
ブレード、今よ。
Whoa. What the? Oh, that's how it happened. Oh, is this how she plans to outshine her? This would be the scene to do it. This is like the scene. And Aqua's just stunned immediately, man. He knows what's coming. Oh my god. I don't know how these effects would have been done. It's sick though, if that can actually be. Whoa, look at the blood. Wow, that's really cool. Can you do it? Is he gonna freak out? Damn, it is dead silent.
刀を取れ。女を切られて黙って引き下がるのか。
Dude, my heart's going.
もういい。守れなかった今となっては戦う理由がない。あるんじゃねえのか。お前の中にも。
Deep within you.
芝居は楽しいだろう。でもお前は楽しい時ほど苦しそうな顔をする。
Yeah, because he doesn't allow himself to have fun. He thinks that's not doing service to I. She was talking about something I probably need to read. Yeah, oh, trick. That's the name of the episode, right?
演じてて楽しいって思う瞬間がある。
Yeah.
お前がパニックを起こすのは決まってそういう時だ。演技を楽しむことへの罪悪感。ひいては愛。お前の母親への罪悪感。
Did he not know he knew?
知ってたのか。
いい加減。
I thought
お前との
that Aqua would have just known he knew, or he would have told him. I guess not. I feel like they've been talking like... I mean, I guess he would... I feel like they've been talking like they both just knew what was going on, but I guess... Though Tanda just knew, so he was talking like that and trying to guide Aqua. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think... I thought that they just kind of both knew. I mean, they did, but... You know. And then he just figured it out. Yeah. You'd have to. It doesn't take a Kana to really figure it out when you're around him for like 10 years. Come on, man. Listen to Dad.
愛の無念を晴らすことだけ。
お前はもう演技を楽しむな。芝居のうまいやつってのは大抵芝居が好きで芝居を楽しめることが最大の才能だったりする。
Embrace all the pain.
楽しいなんて二度と思うな。
Because if you don't think of it as enjoyable, you don't feel the guilt. It doesn't hold you back. No panic attacks. Just use the rage. Damn. I kind of thought Gotana would be the one to get him through it, and he did in a way. Wow, we've never heard his voice actor go off like this. Whoa! He bite him? He bit him! Dear God, man. He bit his ass. He bit him. Oh my God. Bite of 87? You're kidding. In Oshi no Ko. I'm just going to vibe. I'm going to chill and listen to this ED, man. I love this song. This is... I do like this ED more than Season 1's ED. Even though Mephisto's really good. Queen Bee is really good. But this shit just hits, bro. And having, like, I know the lyrics, and I love Ruby. We need Ruby, man. I can't believe that. So Kana got her chance to shine. When Akane was talking, I didn't even think about it like that. When Akane was talking about outshining Kana, yeah, that's going to be the biggest, like, one of the biggest moments of the whole play is her death. I feel like everybody coming out of this is probably going to get some good job opportunities. They're all popping off. So good. Oshi no Ko. Incredible. Alright, another great episode. Aqua did it. Aqua got Kana to give it her all. And she had fun. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me just click through. By the way, before anything, I did not know, like, okay, first of all, I didn't remember anything except for Kana's backstory in this episode. And I'm reminded, like, bro, they just keep making Kana more and more sad. And even this was like a dub for her in this episode, and it was still like, they just made her backstory even worse. because they did hint at that at her mom. At her mom being kind of shitty, because I remember her mom was talking shit about Aqua and I joining on Gotanda's movie back in the day. I remember that, but it was just Kana talking about it. But then, like, back in season 1, I think it might have been, was it just the finale? I don't know if it was the finale or the one before that. It doesn't matter. We had Kana talking about, like, I think, like, just where a lot of her self-doubts come from, and she was, like, looking at comments and stuff. But there was a scene with her mom, and I'd have to go back and like, see what that was. I think it was, like, her mom kind of abandoning her a little bit. Like, she left for something. And so Kana's just been by herself, and I guess behind that is just, like, neglect, right? Like, actual legitimate neglect. Because I think she went to go take care of somebody, like a relative, and it's, like, actual, like, neglect. Because I guess just disdain, like, just mistreating her daughter, I guess taking it out on her for her decrease in popularity. So I guess let me just start at the beginning, though. We got more. Kamoshida is just a jackass, man. I'm telling you, bro. He's just designed to be an asshole. Melt had his moment, and he's still getting shit talk in their heads, but still. Melt still got his drive, at least. He's chilling. Oh yeah, they did a lot of good stuff with Kana. The whole thing remains where Kana gets all the budget. They've given a fair amount of that to Akane as well, but no, they spread it out. I think Melt got most of the budget, to be honest. They went crazy with his shit, but they did a lot of really subtle stuff with Kana's visuals, and I like it a lot. Like I showed I talked about the reflection really quick, where you can see how sad she looks in the reflection, you know, underneath it all. We got a lot of Himekawa screen time this episode, which I like, because he's just kind of been in the background. He's been funny, you know. He's been just kind of like this deadpan dude. That always works in anime, but yeah, he's funny, and but he's smart. Like it shows that he is actually a good actor, but he does it in, like, he approaches it differently than the ways that we've seen, I think, pretty much everybody else so far. And when he said he was going to ad-lib, I did not expect that he was just going to literally pass, like, he just swapped partners. That's what happened. I don't think it was supposed to go like that, was it? I don't think so. He just, like, handed Kana off to Aqua, which is cool. That's really nice of him. Unless I misunderstood that. Was that part of the script and that wasn't the whole ad-lib thing? Either way, W Himekawa, because he's helping Kana out, and we gotta love that. But yeah, more Himekawa time. Keep it up, man. I like him. Oh yeah, we got they talked about the different acting styles. Not even that, just like their characters playing into the entire, like, the whole difference of their characters, and it's set up this way on purpose to, one, like, obviously you won't see the it's just cool writing wise, you know, to see two, like, opposites kind of fighting each other. But it's also it works in this play because Aqua isn't, like, he isn't hyped up to be like a lot of these other actors who've been, I mean, he's been doing it just as long, but he struggles. He's not as sure of himself as a lot of these other guys, and so obviously he pops off at the end, but he's a pretty reserved actor. And it's the contrast of against Blade, I guess is the character's name, right? The contrast against Blade is making Aqua stand out on his own, just being totally, like, opposite, and you can't compare the two against each other in a scene. Like, you might have been able, you couldn't really do that with Melt and Kamoshida either. So it works like that. But I think I can think of a lot of different, like, series or movies or whatever where I think one actor is just totally outshining the other, and it becomes, like, really noticeable, which, you know, we've seen addressed in this show before through Kana and Melt. I've never really thought about it like this, where you can make up for it just by, like, completely, like, having totally different characters and approaches to your acting that kind of makes it impossible to have that break in immersion. So that's really cool. I've never thought about. They mentioned a few different concepts about just, like, acting in this episode that I thought was really interesting. This is why I say, like, Aka Akasaka just really must love acting, because I know he does research and stuff for this series when he was writing it, but like he goes in on the acting stuff in this series. That's why this is the best arc, because it goes into acting, it talks about actors and the hardships of it, shows like the blood, sweat, and tears they put in, and like the technicalities of things. It's really cool. And the animation was good this episode. I promise, I recognized that. No, it was really good. There were a few like using still frames and stuff, but they were just saving for Aqua, because obviously that had to be the star moment of this episode. Everybody's kind of getting their pop-off animation, but Kana, like I was saying, like, yeah, the animators are not beating the Kana favoritism allegations, I don't think. In my opinion, I don't know. I was kind of giving them shit because of them leaving out that one manga panel. I don't know if you saw my episode, what was that, 4? Episode 4? I think that was episode 4 reaction. Just as a joke, but they are really going in. I think I would say that this season looks better than season 1. I think the characters are just generally they're like super on model, and like the line art is fantastic. And I like the use of I'm really just talking about there was a lot of visually pleasing things in this episode, so sorry, I'm just talking about the visuals, but also I've read this, so I can't be spoiling y'all on future stuff, just in case, I don't really know what's supposed to be happening chronologically, but I think it's easier for me to talk about the adaptation anyway, because that's what I'm enjoying out of this, having seen the story before. Also, re-experiencing the story, because these characters are great, and the music is great. Yeah, but what I was saying was I really like the use of like their uniforms and what they're wearing in this episode. Like, they've been doing it all along, especially with Kana. They had her wearing the Sweet Today fit, they had her wearing, I'm looking at her wearing the school uniform with Aqua, both of them wearing the school uniforms, and that whole thing just reminds me of their little getaway when they were skipping school playing catch, and so it would make sense that in this scene with Aqua, when she's feeling inspired by him and feeling at her brightest, and probably re-falling in love with him again, that she would be wearing the school uniform, and so would he. It is kind of it's just an anime thing. It's the medium that allows this, but it is kind of funny, like, they obviously are not saying all this stuff to each other, but it's just through like the glances is what you're supposed to take away from it. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just, I think it's when you take a step back, it's funny that that's what's happening here, like if you were to look at it like in reality. But yeah, it's the medium that allows this, and I think it does improve the story, and I like it a lot, and they are just portraying it so well animation wise. If I were to give a single one complaint about this episode, it was just that I think they're using these shots where they're just like showing like the slideshow of Aqua's memories of Kana. We've seen that like I feel like 4 or 5 times now in different scenes of just like someone standing in the foreground, and in the background they got like their memories, shots of like whatever behind them, and a lot of that is like Kana. And so I just feel like I'm kind of rewatching the same scene over and over, but it means different things every time, so it's fine. It's just, I think it's I don't know, maybe it could be done a little bit differently. Also, maybe it's because they held on the shot like a really long time, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's so pretty, man. The whole thing with Kana's mom is ridiculous. Don't be a parent like this. Don't really even put your kids in like entertainment, in my opinion. I mean, obviously it's a good opportunity for them, but if you're not looking at it like that, if it's a good opportunity for you, you're just an asshole, and fuck off. Because don't be like Kana's mom. Kana deserves better. Kids don't deserve this kind of stress and deserve to be parented well. Like, I fully believe Kana probably blames herself to some extent about like her dad leaving. I don't know where her dad is now. And there's just trash bags everywhere. Like, this mom fell apart. Good thing that hopefully Kana's living better by herself now that she's away from this asshole mom. So, like, a lot of it, like, it's not just that Kana enjoyed her time acting, but it's not just that. Like, she wanted to please her mother a little bit, she feels guilty for that. She feels like it's her fault that her dad left, that their living situation became the way it was, that her mom got all stressed out, and it's because of her own ego. And so her ego has been fucking absolutely obliterated, just smashed to the floor a million billion times by this fucked up industry, to the point where like she just keeps lying to herself. She's always got this smile on her face. Oh, also, let me see, can I include this? Hold on, let me find this. To the point where she puts on this fake smile all the time, just like I did. You know, just another parallel between Aqua's mother and these girls that he surrounds himself with. She just puts on this fake smile all the time to please others. And it might be partially true that she's really enjoying it, but right here, where did we see this? We saw this I swear we saw it in season 1. This is a callback to, I think, right here, I think this is a callback to season 1, episode 3, when they first get reunited. I swear I remember like the shadow or whatever crossing over her face. It's like exactly like this. And so if that's true, I'm gonna look for it in editing. If that's true, I love that. Really cool. And then Aqua shining the light on her, just like she was shining the spotlight on everybody else. Just really good imagery, symbolism, metaphor. I don't know. They all are all pretty adjacent. And then so yeah, we get this whole thing like Aqua does it. Like he brings out the best in Kana, and we get this amazing fight sequence. The frame rate's a little off, but it's okay. It still looks great. Oh yeah, they did this crazy, like, what is this? What is this, like, texture? Is it like, what did you call it, like watercolor? I don't know. Like this painted style they drew Kana in is awesome. You gotta love that. That's what they had to do to elevate this series above the manga. In this adaptation is like, how can you really portray acting? Like obviously, like you're animating a show, like you're gonna want to act well, so you can't just like downplay your acting all the time. And so to make up for like not being able to just like do better acting, you know, the voice actors get to pop off and like that's when they get to scream and do all the fun voice actor stuff, but portray that visually. They do all these crazy art style things. It's really, really cool and really creative. Again, just the manga readers are eating well. And then yeah, so Kana enjoying herself. She got the dub. Akane as well. She wanted this really bad. Everybody's happy, enjoying acting. And then Aqua, just Aqua. You know, he has to relive this moment. And again, like he has to somehow make something positive out of this scene. Well, I think because he hasn't gone to hold her yet. Is she actually dead? Because he's supposed to like hold her. So there might be still more, because we did end the episode while he's still freaking out on Blade. But yeah, he somehow has to like, this episode's called Trigger, dude. Like, you're gonna trigger this dude's PTSD so hard that like he's gotta like go into a flashback and never enjoy acting again. And then he's gotta come out of it and smile. Like, imagine your mom dies and then you just gotta like do it again. Like, you gotta watch her die again, and then she comes back to life and you're just gonna be okay. Like, you're just gonna be cool. As if, bro. I just don't know how he's gonna do it. And he went to this dark place. Like, I was hoping that Gotanda... I didn't remember this whole thing right here. Like, Gotanda just didn't know. He didn't know. I just thought he knew. But, like, I thought Gotanda might be the one to kind of pull him out of this. Or not pull him out. You know, be the one to help him. His new, like, one of his new... parental figures. I thought would have been really nice, but I mean, he did. He helped. He solved the issue, but he very much told him, yeah, you gotta, if you really want this, you gotta stop being happy, bro, because otherwise you're just gonna keep wrestling with this inside yourself. You gotta give into it completely, which is not a good thing for an adult to say, but he did give him the alternative, which was, you know, just go. It's not healthy for you, so like, it's just quit and go do therapy again. Don't fake it this time. But Aqua doesn't want that, and he knows he's not his real dad, so probably doesn't feel like he can actually like boss him around or anything. And then Aqua just finally letting out all the rage, the frustrations, probably all the shit that he wants to do to his dad, and attacking Blade. They drew him scary looking, by the way. They had his eye looking freaky. The stars just like popping out of the what do you call it? The iris. There's a little shot of Eye. So cute, man. I miss Eye. I don't talk about it much, but I do think that Eye is one of the best written characters of the series. I talked about it a lot in my my OP and ED video. That's just not gonna drop. Sorry. When I broke that down. I just thought it would be weird talking about like manga stuff in the middle of the anime. I don't know. I also didn't like what I had to say, but regardless, if you haven't read 45510, the short story that came along with, I think, the premiere of season 1, that talks about the password to her phone, really good, really good. It's a short story. It's really quick read and just really informs a lot about Ai, because we get very limited screen time of her, virtually nothing actually like significant since episode 1, and so I think just understanding her and how like sad like her whole thing was on that deeper level really gets you even more connected to Aqua, because really no one understood Ai, not even her own kids to an extent. I can't sit here and think that Ai would have wanted this for Aqua at all, for the kids that she finally understood that she loved. I'm going into a whole Ai thing. I maybe I shouldn't, but regardless, 45510, really good. I love Ai, and also Viewpoint B is the other one, and I won't talk about what's exactly in those short stories, but they are very good reads, very Oshinoko, talking about the industry a little bit, dropping little nuggets about the shitty part of this industry and how people are treated, and also just tying in some great character work in the middle of it. But as for this episode, I think I talked about pretty much everything I wanted to say. Next episode, I assume we're gonna probably get what we saw at the beginning of the season, with him clutching Akane in his arms. Yeah, very excited to see all of that and how this is gonna resolve, because I'd imagine that her death would be one of the last things in the play. It seems like the climax, so what is gonna happen for the rest of the time? Like, what is gonna go on? And that's like, I just, it's just more play, and I just totally don't remember, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that, because this has been super fun, like, reacting to it, because I get to just show my enjoyment of re-experiencing all this, because it's good, dude. Re-experiencing it improved. There's really no better way to do that, to do a refresher. Yeah, I don't usually read many manga. Only the ones that this was the first one that I read that I just felt like I can't wait. So even though season 2 got confirmed immediately after season 1 ended, like at the exact same time pretty much, even though that happened, I just couldn't wait. So a year ago, I just fucking flew through all this, and I loved it so much, and so I'm very happy to be here now, re-experiencing it. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. I'd appreciate it. Drop a comment, whatever you want. Totally spoiler free. Please and thank you. And subscribe to the channel. We're slowly getting more subscribers, and it's really nice to see. I hope you stick around, come back. I love making these videos. I love talking about this series. And yeah, maybe see you next week. I'll be here. So again, thank you and goodbye.